Warning, 18 plus age restriction. This content is intended for mature audiences only and may not be suitable for all audiences. Viewer and listener discretion is advised.
Rise to the challenge with a fistful of dice, and I will not run. Who's that shadow? Dreaming of Farfall, assholes of tomorrow, or heroes of today.
Hello there. Welcome, listeners, watchers, and members of the Fallen. Before delving into Session 5 of the Chronicles of Farfall, I, Ruffin Bailey, aka Yook Shook, am here to give you a recap and rundown of the events that transpired in Session 4. In these last 4 episodes of Session 4, you will see Guido bumbling around, lassoing our antics from cave mishaps to a tough encounter, and to some shocking developments pertaining to the mysteries of the Fallen Star Tunnel. You will see Lobo constantly proclaiming things that aren't true whatsoever, and continuing to learn the ropes of D&D. Doink continues to scream out bizarre cave goblin utterances and isms and do things like lick walls, while Venger casts more destructive fire magics that hurts not only enemies but the party as well. Lastly, me, Yook Shook, eats bizarre cave food unpalatable to most anyone else and gets the party into quite avoidable and dangerous situations by stupid barbarous actions. Episode 1 of Session 4 consists mostly of going over the company mechanics of our mining endeavors, which you can learn more about by tuning into our rules episode. Our deep gnomes take some damage during cave-in, but we make a plan to send Piper to help guide and heal them while hiring monodromes miners as well and summoning grubs to help them out with their endeavors. We plan out sending them to our current 2 respective mining areas, but that means we were without help ourselves. After a bunch of monotonous deliberation, we realized that the only good choice as an additional NPC party member would be Dutch, Grub's autonomous robot wizard, and in the end took a long rest to wait for him to arrive before proceeding further, as well as realizing our mining was successful, taking us from 13,365 gold to 21,276 gold. In the second episode of Session 4, we awake from our rest, Lobo being grumpy and groggy, Doink screaming, Venger preening himself, and I, Yook Shook, go out hunting for bugs and wash myself with dirt. Dutch soon arrives, and after some odd interactions between this robot and the party, we set him upon a caved-in doorway in the mine, setting charges to clear away debris, and we immediately notice the chamber open to another potential cave-in that Dutch informs us leads to Tunnel B2. Venger says, when one door opens, don't open another one. But Chidians always say, if a door is closed, make a new door. We decide it's best to keep exploring the already open passage. While we continue, we discover different cracks in the walls, likely caused by cave-ins. The first one is unfortunately leaking gas, and Venger's familiar is a small phoenix that quickly explodes into a burning effigy of death. Did we learn a lesson? Of course not. Especially me, Yook Shook, as I attempt to Kool-Aid Man through the other crack in the wall, causing us to be covered in noxious water, hurting us all severely further. Yay! Dutch molds earth, luckily, to close that crevasse that I made, and Doink heals some of us, but we are still hurt and not off to a great start. We continue to the next open chamber, and while being trepidatious, we still disturb the wrath of a classic D&D monster, the Boulette, or however you like to say it, likely awoken from our antics. logistics. We end this episode preparing for a battle. As Venger stealths, Doink heals, Lobo continues to be confused, and I, Yuk Shook, yell out weird expletives at this land shark of a monster and get ready to duke it out. The third episode consists of our major battle between the party and the burrowing bullet, and burrow it does as it immediately starts the battle by leaving the proximity of Venger and I to, of course, attack the rest of the squishier party in the back, damaging them all severely. This ends up culminating in both Doink and Dutch going deep into death saves. Not only that, but the bullet continues to attack Sally and makes a deadly bite, unfortunately ripping out his windpipe, ending his life. Lobo, hit by a wave of grief, runs to heal Doink, while I intimidate it to cause it to attempt to attack only me. Venger begins preparing to use spells. Lobo summons minions in the form of 3 ruffians, sicking them on the bullet in vengeance for the death of Sally. As they all strike against it and Venger casts Firebolt on it, it burrows once more, aiming to come at me. However, I have been ready, and I use the scorpion tail that I can grow whilst I rage. I stab it once on the top and once on the bottom of its head, putting the skankish landscark out of its misery. The last and final episode of Session 4 begins with Doink bringing Dutch back to robot consciousness and contains more healing and mending in general. We begin to pay our respects to poor Sally, and Venger offers to cast Speak with the Dead to learn what his wishes in general may be. But when Lobo asks him who he'd trust to come replace him, he mentions 2 fellow Zentarum members named Reggie and Vanessa. Venger, taking the final question, asks him what his life stream was, and while staring his dead eyes at Lobo, tells him, "I wanted to be a boss like you, boss." After gathering some of his interesting possessions, we send Sally along to the other side in a mournful pyre, while Doink and I play a dirge to aid his travels. After that, we take some plates off the dead bullet for armor smithing, and continue on surveying this chamber of the Fallen Star tunnel, discovering the otherworldly and rare ore, star metal, finding out how much it's worth, and being the ever shady businessmen that they are, both Lobo and Venger agree that it was certainly worth Sally's life for 2,500 gold. They've obviously never followed a queen before. We realize we need to rest again. So after setting up alarms by Lobo and fireball warding by Venger, we go to bed. However, mid-rest we feel a falling feeling and a haze, followed by the visage of a little girl standing by the fire holding a rabbit doll. We all notice that we are dreaming, which is odd, especially for Lobo. Elves don't dream. In fact, we see the robot, Dutch, in a spirit-like termite form and also dreaming. Do androids dream of electric sheep? PJ asks, which seems very apt. I asked the little girl her name. She is wary and she is afraid and seems to have some sort of amnesia, but feels reassured and asks us for help finding our kitty named Shadow. When Dutch whispers to me that he has seen a painting of her in real life in the Bothmore estate, and that it is in fact one Mina Bothmore, she exclaims suddenly with a wince of pain, "They have found her," and we all suddenly awaken. We notice everything is back to normal and realize that yes, we did share the same dream. However, Mina's rabbit doll still remains in a corporeal form right in front of our eyes. With Lobo's keen magic observations and Venger's glass of time, we notice that this doll has some sort of preservation cast upon it. Dutch informs us that these dreams are the curse of Deepstone. Not many awaken from them, but they often involve falling and grasping hands. As we ponder the meanings and the potential repercussions of this dream, the doll, Mina Bothmore, Deepstone, and the depths of the Fallen Star Tunnel, we all level up, ending our last episode of Session 4 of the Chronicles of Farfall. I hope you were all entertained by Session 4 and intrigued as I was for what could happen in Session 5. So enjoy, and remember, join the Fallen.
Hey everybody, welcome to the Chronicles of Farfall, Session 5. I'm Guido Santori, I'm the creator of the world before you, and I'll be your host, DM, and evil slap cat cataract fat back for today's episode. Thanks again to everyone congratulating me on growing more family people. All right, and let's just go around the table and introduce ourselves.
Yeah. I'm Ruffin Bailey. I play Yuk Juk, the Chidian barbarian.
I'm John Santori, Lobo the Fox.
Excellent.
Grandfather.
I'm Scott. I play Doink, who is a goblin bard. I'm PJ. I play Venger. I am a Aasimar wizard.
All right.
Or something.
So let's go ahead and start out with what resources Helga has found for you guys and roll some company mechanics.
Okay.
All right, so
money time.
Step 1. How much profit did you make last session? Now add it to your company cash and clear flagged resources and reassign.
Okay, well, at the end of the day here, basically, starting off, we're going to be at started something north of 20,000.
Right.
After some very enticing investments, we're at about 7,200 gold.
Oh, that's very enticing.
Very enticing investments. But I'm hoping they pay off, and we're gonna find out right now if some of them do. I basically just buffed like everything by 1 level.
I'm so scared.
Yeah.
You should be. All right, I'm gonna
By the way,
deep gnomes
if he
to that
bankrupts,
one.
the game is over.
Huh?
Yes.
Yeah.
The monodromes
That
to
means
that one.
we if we go bankrupt, that means we start a different campaign.
Very
Guys, if we get really sick of this campaign, I'll just dump the cotton. No, I'm just kidding. Boom, I'll buy a brand new Hyundai.
PJ's solo table flip of.
Okay, well, they are assigned and the money is added, 7,275 gold after all our investments. A little low, but I think we're going to do just fine. And all my miners are assigned. So, what's the next step, Guido?
Okay, next step is to roll incursion die. This is for me here. Go ahead and roll, or do you want to roll a d6 or should I roll?
I want to roll the
You wanna
d6.
roll
He's
a
got some
D6?
new die.
Let's see who incurs on us.
What'd you get?
1.
1. Let's see what 1 is. Oh, once again, natural disasters. Okay, you want to roll
Always.
a d4? Let's see how lucky you're feeling.
I blame global warming. All right, 1d4. Let's see. Old balls.
Not quite.
It counts. Record it.
It doesn't count.
It doesn't count.
It doesn't count. Fine.
Off the table.
3.
Really, you put all that.
3. Let's see what 3 is. Okay,
tell it
2
what a-
is that. 3 is a flood, the most high damage thing.
Great.
Perfect.
Yeah. Okay. Well, actually, no. Second to most high.
Okay.
Okay. So 3 is a flood. Okay. Then roll the.
The worst is them their cave hurricanes.
then their cave.
I hate them. They're cave farts.
Now,
So
y'all may think I'm joking.
the damage die for a flood is 2d6 plus 3. So you want to roll a d6 twice and add 3 to it?
Sure. First d6. 5.
Great.
Okay.
6. 3 plus 3. So that's 8 plus 3. It's 11.
Oh, 11 damage. Okay. How does that go against your our shoring and stuff?
Okay, so looking at,
save.
and this is shoring PBE for natural disasters.
Yeah.
That's going to be at an 11. So that actually means it's 0.
Okay, well then I guess the flood starts to happen, right? And then it gets clogged right back up because Helga's on the shit and you've been investing enough cash for that. So
Yay.
lucky us.
I told you the enticing investments are paying off.
Yeah, that was
did.
by 1,
They were-
right?
yeah.
You were like right there, right on that. Right on the
Literally exactly at how much we have. We're like piling up sandbags. It's like
It just stops right at the last sandbag.
exactly like we turn around and grab another. There's 0.
You can't put that on until you pay for it.
Exactly.
Okay.
Explain what investment was made that really helped.
Sounds like a negative.
Well, we paid a lot of money. We have several different things we can do to insure ourselves in case something bad happens. In this case, I invested a few thousand gold into our shoring and PPE for natural disasters. In this case, I assume would be sandbags in terms of this.
This is an OSHA project.
That's right.
Yep.
So if you didn't have that investment,
Lots of debt.
what would have been the debt, or would have been
We
the
would have
penalty?
been-
Oh, they would have had to. They would have had to
Reset the number.
pump out the tunnel with all the
Yeah,
water and
what
stuff.
would be the negative?
Would drown the
what would be
workers that were trying to mine around that particular resource. Yeah, there's a lot of things that.
What would that have done to his plus 20,000 gold?
Well, he-
that would have reduced. First of all, you lose miners, which you have to buy a new group of miners.
Oh, okay.
Give
I was just trying
them
to-
new equipment,
Yeah.
and then on top of that, it costs money to pump the water out. Yeah, so all of
Miners that are
all those
surviving
things.
this.
Yeah. So guess what, PJ? It's time to spend company cash. It's where you get to buy upgrades, investments. You can spend your company cash on equipment for your miners. Yep.
I think I'm gonna pass for right now.
Yeah.
Because I basically, in the last investments
Yeah.
that I made, I basically did about like
Yeah.
4 times the investment I should
We
have
have
done.
no fallback.
Good. I mean,
I went a little deep,
got
that's
lucky.
fine.
but
That
because it's
worked
gonna
out.
bounce back. No,
It will.
Wait.
Yeah.
Physics, y'all.
Okay, and then we finally have
I think you missed.
Parabola, whatever that means.
now we finally have mine, bitches.
Mine.
So this is as your party flags down, ores, treasures, natural resources, etc. You must now roll to see how effective your miners are at mining said resources.
So I
Something
have
positive.
one question for you briefly of a mechanic reminder.
Yeah.
So do I mine all the available resources or just one?
Wherever you have your wherever you assign your
workers.
mining teams to.
Okay, so I have
you-
2 resources and I assign 2 teams. So that means I get to do both, or
Yeah.
I assume so. Yes.
Yeah. If you have
One of them is really small, though. So.
Yeah, so you got to choose which one you want mining which
Yeah.
material.
Okay, because I only have 2 resources and I have 3
Those
teams.
were things that you were supposed to, I think. Oh no, that's right. You cleared the
Yes.
sign, so now you get.
Yes.
Yep.
So we're gonna start off with my newly very fancy maxed out. I caught it. Holy shit! I'm gonna use my brand newly invested in monodrones.
All right.
Yeah, mono.
Don't you also have humans, deep gnomes, and
That's it. So I have monodromes, deep gnomes, and humans.
That's,
yeah? Okay, so you have 3 teams. Okay, but you only have 2 available
But I only have
resources.
2 resources.
Gotcha.
So I decided to go deep this time because we need the dinero.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so for the 500, we're gonna roll this D100 and see what percentage of that we get before the bonus.
Right. Oh, who did you assign?
This is the monodrones.
Okay, but who did you assign Grubs to? Grubs is helping somebody.
No, that's right.
Oh, the deep gnomes then.
Okay, yeah. So he adds another 20% yield.
Damn, on top of whatever they get?
Yeah.
Okay, well then that'll be for those guys in just a moment. So I got 55. So 55 on top of their, okay, so that means they got 85%.
Nice.
Nice.
85% of that.
Then you
sucker.
assigned Grubs to that crew,
Charmed
right?
robot.
No, the next one actually. Okay, so 85% of 500 is a select amount that I'm going to ask my phone. How much is
85% of 500.
what? What is 85% of 500? 425. Good. Okay, let me write that down. And then for our next deposit,
The teachers that once said, you can't have a calculator with you all the time.
Yeah, except
Man,
it's my
bitches.
phone now. This is my Apple Watch now.
I swear to God, it's the nanobots in my bloodstream now. Thank you.
next we're gonna move on to our big deposit with our deep gnomes, the all-star team.
Yeah.
It's time to get rolling. All right, let's see what we get here. This is with advantage. All right, 74 or
24 is pretty good.
69.
I'll take the lower number.
I think advantage means I have to take the higher number.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well,
Don't make me
Take the
choose.
superior number, I think.
plus
Yes.
the 69 would change anyway, so.
Yeah, so 74, but since we have grubs and we have the high yield bonus of this team, means we're getting 134% on this deposit.
Very nice.
Oh, yeah.
Very efficient.
That means you dug past what they initially thought that they were going to pick
The
up.
chunk got bigger.
Yeah, and then they like went a little bit further and like, oh wait, this connects to this. So,
I like it.
Found more.
yep. All right, so added to
What
the,
is 134% of 3,000? 4,020.
you don't get to add it yet though.
No, yes. One
You
second.
can still get 10% on that, don't you?
All right, and then also, since I have a blitz column, that is going to increase both of those by 10%.
Oh yeah, that's nice.
Bam.
That's handy.
Wow.
All
Okay,
right,
that's
so step 6, pay for all your shit. Okay, so you might need to reshore a tunnel after a collapse, close off a natural gas leak, or you might have to pay your workers or let them go. So let's go ahead and pay off your workers.
How do you pay off your workers?
With the money we just made.
Yeah. Because we know there isn't any other.
How do you figure what does a worker make?
Can you roll?
Each of them has different salaries.
Yeah,
Are they
they
union?
have a flat rate.
Yeah, they have a flat rate.
The union rep. They got the union rep.
Yeah.
Can you roll persuasion or deception to cheapskate him?
I don't know if we can do that yet.
So the situation though is that if you ever roll, let's see on the incursions is
We
if
can
you
get
ever
them
roll
stolen.
a 3. The Regal
strike.
Acquisition scouting wages. So there's the other
nice.
company, right? Regal Acquisitions Incorporated, and they like to steal other people's workers if they're
shit.
not paying them enough. You know, aside from cost of money because their heads will blow up.
Sounds like the union.
I'm just
Yeah,
doing
so-
some math here because I always like to find out what total we're at. Okay, folks. After all the deep investing, I believe that we have parabolaed,
Nice.
if that word is being used correctly, which is definitely not.
No.
We started at 7,275 and are now, after everything, including our bar and everything else, we are now sitting at a nice 16,339.
I wanted to say
that's only going
earlier,
up.
I'm pretty sure you misread Newton.
Parabola.
I think the term you're looking for is exponential.
You're wrong.
Keep that in there, Sabbath.
Sine curve.
Okay,
And
so-
that's all, folks.
You take a request and put up, the nerd emoji right then.
The push glasses.
Now that we got the company mechanics out of the way, let's go ahead and open our arms and fall into the story. Hey!
Hey, forget about it.
Cue music.
Okay, so last episode, there was a massive fight with a boulette, or boulet, or however you pronounce that fucking thing.
There was?
Yeah, and we lost our only beloved gangster bodyguard character, Sally. The battle messed almost everyone up, and it was pretty close. You guys woke up from a crazy dream or vision of some kind.
Yeah.
There was a girl who was barefoot, holding a pink bunny stuffy, and some shit involving feathers and pain and a white flash, and she couldn't remember her name, and she seemed very, very confused. Just about as confused as you guys were. And that's when she started, she said she was looking for her lost kitty named Shadow. Then poof. And now you guys have your wits about you, and there's a stuffed bunny in the middle of the room next to some little girl footprints. You guys already investigated the doll, and it seems to be somehow magically preserved. Your guys' plans and what you guys planning on doing?
I think I mentioned this last time, but I put the bunny in my sack.
Okay. Bunny sack.
Okay, all right.
Yeah, so we also got let's see, you guys also got do you guys want to switch out an NPC companion? Do you guys need to buy some more supplies and food? What's everyone's rations like now? How many times have you guys rested? Because you gotta subtract that. Yeah.
I am doing just fine with my grubs that I scavenge.
Yep.
You're doing well.
Yeah, I'm fine on that. Though I can't imagine sleep was terribly restful just now.
It actually was.
Ah, okay.
Yeah.
We should do that more often. We should have these close to death experiences more often.
No, thank you.
Yeah.
Have we thoroughly investigated this chamber?
I
by the
believe
way?
so.
'Cause, what the heck is that?
That's the dead bullet.
The dead boulet.
Oh, so it is. Okay.
I pushed it up against the.
I should know, just
archway.
fucking the
Yeah.
fuck up.
Oh, and
Let me say.
don't let us forget. There's a trap
At some point.
by the archway, right?
I was waiting to see
Yeah.
if someone would remember or forget
No, I
about that.
completely
Thanks to this guy. He's
set a
just be
bomb.
responsible
Yeah.
for killing you guys again.
I'm gonna go check if the trap still works.
You would come here and zoom in on my character sheet. I put a really big all caps warning on my character sheet that says, "Turn off fireball, glyph of warding at door."
We need.
All right, let's see. Okay, so yeah, you guys.
Reminders.
If you guys feel like you guys have enough food, or you guys can split your food or whatever, you guys can go forward,
How do
or
we
you can
know
go
if I have
back
enough
and try to give an update to Lady Messiah Moon, or buy more resources, or
Or
you
you
guys can Game's yours. You guys can do
Index
whatever you
card.
want.
Oh, these guys?
Tried, didn't raise no fool. I brought
This
enough
one that has all-
supplies for months. Anyway,
And I ate them in a day.
gonna be anyway, but that's gonna be how it is. I swear.
How many meals do you?
He has 3.
He has 3. Okay, so that means he's got 3 rests in him. Okay.
I go scrounge up my own food.
Okay. That's gonna take how many hours?
It doesn't take that long.
So this is post us confirming we all saw that.
Yeah, I believe so.
We did. That's a detail.
Don't exactly remember last episode.
I don't want to have the same conversation twice. I'm pretty sure we did because I remember. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, we all just experienced that. This is something that I'm going to have to address with the townsfolk if this is a thing that happens, sometime.
Yeah, maybe talk to some of the OG characters, about what they remember.
Oh, like the old characters?
Characters that have been around when maybe the...
Yeah.
When was the last time you guys role played?
We don't
role-played?
know, but anyway.
Well, I bet I know where it is. Let
We don't know them.
It's pretty ambiguous.
me get an
on the
audience with
rules
him really quick.
about timing. So I could take like half an hour to find some for me, I'd imagine.
I mean, let me
just
think.
depends on
If you're
scarcity
out
of-
and hunting,
Sure.
which
Man,
would
the demon
find a
happens to be
real
once
meal.
played
I
close to
mean,
me.
hunters go out and it could be weeks and stuff. But this is Dungeons
Yeah.
and Dragons, so we're gonna say it would take maybe 2 hours or something, or an hour, something like that, for you to corner something in a cave and fucking eat it.
Say an hour. Does that sound all right?
Oh, what?
An hour? Does that sound all right? All right.
Sure, we'll go with an hour.
Because of Outlander, I'm pretty efficient at it.
Juke is gonna be gone for a while, right? Juke vanishes off to go
say
find some
anything?
food.
Yeah. I'm going to get some grubs and whatever I can find. Maybe some.
You're gonna eat grubs?
If you wish to. Oh, not him.
You fool!
He looks delicious, but it's.
Oh, you mean an insect?
But I go for a while. I'm assuming people have ready spells and whatnot that I don't have to do, right? So
It's
doesn't that take a little bit of time?
yeah. You got what do you guys do while he's out looking for food?
It's the same thing my father said when he left.
I'm going to buy cigarettes and milk. We'll be back.
Papa, no.
Papa, yes.
He always likes to go to Canada to shop. All right. So, those Japanese cigarettes.
Exactly.
So we're just camped, right?
Yeah. Okay. So everyone's waking up, right? You guys have already had the conversation. Who's So
I was gonna have a conversation.
yeah.
That's all I was asking.
Yeah. So you guys having a campfire? What you guys doing?
So I'm gonna turn Venger, not me. Venger is gonna turn to Doink. And kind of yawn, do a stretch.
Put your arm around her.
No, that's not happening. And is gonna ask,
Hi! Anyway.
tell me this. This is something that's been rolling around in my mind. How many different cities have you been to perform your music?
Quietly counts on her fingers.
What comes after one again?
Oh my.
Fetch me my abacus.
Bat comes flying in.
I'm trying to track some things. I'm like, okay, so I had to have gone here. We're like this far from here.
Doink whips out a map.
How far are we from?
This takes the whole hour that I'm gone.
How far? Like you just see, and there is just long division written all over every cave wall. Just anyway.
Hieroglyphic.
Venture has left
back.
already.
And I'll be like, and I'm like, just as you come back, I'm like, Eureka! I have discovered that I have been to cities in the number of this many.
3.
3.
Yes.
Very
But
good.
no. I'm just estimating from what distance would you say we are from Middleton, like major stops wise?
You're kind of like you're pretty far. You're like I mean I would say like a country away.
How many like
Okay.
cities? I think.
Yeah.
Like how many?
So I'm going to
performances
stay
he's
with
done?
my answer, but know that it is probably wrong. Anyway.
Very interesting.
Yeah,
and do
that's
you
like
see that you've been successful in that endeavor?
It's not like a continent.
I've been popular. I've made,
Fans.
money. How do you put it? No, it's the other one.
This must be why you are affordable.
This must be why you're here.
Oh, that's just a little title I like to add for prestige. Sometimes I change it.
Prestige, the affordable.
Yes, I think it adds a certain color to my, persona. When people hear, Doink's coming,
Maybe
no
we
one
can
cares.
get you up
But
to
Doink,
the expensive.
affordable, now that sounds heroic.
So while this is actually going on, this interaction, you still need to call in a new bodyguard.
Okay.
Dun-dun-dun.
Since you just lost Sally, like how do you look when you wake up in the morning and you realize your fucking best pal ain't there?
I'm thinking about who else.
Oh well.
On to the next.
I mean,
All right, so
deals with a bunch
who are you calling up?
Pour one out for him.
What was it,
Anyway.
Valerie?
You said
Veronica
Vanessa?
or something? Vanessa. that's it,
Vanessa.
that's it, yeah.
Vanessa and Reggie. Those are the
Yeah,
people you
but
talked
Vanessa's a big guy. I already got that. From the last time. And our last
Yeah.
was it March 1st?
yeah, let's
to. Our last session.
Episode.
Okay, so you're calling up Vanessa?
Yeah.
Okay. You pull out your snap portal stone, right? And you pretty much you yell into it like what do you say? You're saying like send up.
I'm setting up Vanessa? No, I got to send up somebody.
Is that
to
a
cook
question, boss? You know, on the other side of the.
Boss, you sound really muffled. Are you going through a tunnel?
in a cave.
yes.
Okay, so you're ordering up Vanessa.
I'm ordering up Vanessa.
Okay. There you go.
So do
So
I got to do an interview process here?
no, so pretty much you go pull up a character. I grab one of these. Okay, so
Hopefully she looks like you.
so
She is as beautiful as you.
so you're going and then you hear on the snap roll saying it's like right away we're sending her right over, and and it's taking a while, and about the time when you show up, right? As you see the snap portal opens up next to you, sexy legs start coming out of this portal, right? And then you see this amazing rack comes out of this portal, right? And then she stands there, and she's like, "Hi, where's my cigarettes?"
Oh, God, you got
Of course it's Vanessa.
Yep. Yes. My device
With skin as
Freaking-
pure as leather.
Let me see that. Let me see.
Brings out a pot of coffee.
That one. Yeah, that's it.
Sorry.
I'm kind of curious.
of pie?
Yeah. Oh boy.
Oh, she's got a sword and everything. All right.
Yep.
She's ready.
So
Great.
she is on your sheets for the types of minions you can have. She is a flanker,
Where?
and
Oh, on here?
the cards here. Let's see here. This is a bruiser. You're not using a bruiser now. Now you got a flanker. Where are the rest of your?
That's it.
I know you have more.
Right.
Here we go, flanker.
Just like you have a
Flanker.
Barbie.
You have the
and Ken doll,
flanker.
just-
Now,
Normal
the
makes 6
difference
hits.
is that with the shank in Vanessa's case, you get 2d6.
I go. It says 1d6.
Yeah, but in Vanessa's case, because you have a special named bodyguard, she gets 2d6.
Oh, good. Okay.
Only in the case of Vanessa, though.
Okay.
Yeah.
She's still pretty fragile though, so be careful with her.
How is she fragile? Tell me.
I'm not doing any more
She has
funerals.
some okay
Otherwise you're gonna
HP,
start
but
paying.
not as good as us.
Yeah, and not as good as Sally.
Yeah, Sally.
Sally was a bruiser.
35.
35, okay.
It's gonna be a funny thing if his minions keep dying.
It's like does she have 2 daggers? Does she have 2 daggers?
Yeah.
Hostile
We're gonna
work
go
environment.
role play that she has 2 daggers.
All of his,
Does she have any special powers besides killing people?
Not really.
That's a pretty special power.
The shank.
Just really good at stabbing people.
A damage roll.
She's good at like digging underneath
Some
someone's
reason,
rib
every
cage.
time I'm just picturing the main man.
That's just that just means basically she
I'll
knows
dig into
where
your
to
rib cage.
where's correctly.
And she got two chances to do it.
2 daggers.
1d6 and one other d6.
1d4. Well, and they're both 1d4, but then
Turkey?
you add the 2d6 to the first attack.
Oh.
There's a lot of extra damage.
Oh, okay, yeah. So yeah. So she's like, "Hi, my name is Vanessa. I like long walks on the beach. I'm gonna be your new bodyguard. I see you have a motley crew over here.
From Brooklyn.
Uh-oh.
Brooklyn.
Chicago.
Being affordable.
Oh, you're absolutely charming, darling.
I do a little curtsy, then fart, then turn and want to walk away.
What is a beach? I've been called that before, and I don't really understand.
She just kind of like looked at you, and she kind of like quirks an eyebrow. It's like, well, I'm sure we'll find out soon enough, honey.
I guess so.
Grab something. Okay, so Vanessa introduced herself. So what's the plan, guys? You went out to go gather food and stuff. What do you guys want to do?
Wait for Yuk Juk, because Yuk Juk is huge, and there are other huge things in here.
I have
You is
returned.
here.
Oh,
I've also moved it.
so we were just like
Have a very slow-mo conversation.
stretching for an hour.
No, yeah, you were literally doing all the math in your head about all
Yeah,
the
right.
cities.
That's true. I was
How the
trying to-
conversation went was
How many cities?
Venger asked a question, Doink started counting in their head,
It took an
then
hour.
at one point, several minutes had passed where Venger just turns around and starts reading a scroll, and then turns back around maybe 40 minutes later, and Doink's like, I figured it out.
Eureka!
There we go.
All right.
Okay.
Yeah. So Vanessa looks over to you, Lobo, and she's like, "Okay, so you want me behind you, boss?
In front of me.
Yeah. All right. All right. I got you, sweetheart.
Cutie.
What does her face look like?
Oh,
Not bad. Not too bad.
thousand wrinkles.
Leathery.
Yeah, like leathery.
You ever eat a
big
whole
bag.
lemon? Yeah, it looks like that. Where you go,
No.
You need to do some more work on her face then.
what?
But she's clearly had work done in other places.
Denny's waitress?
Denny's.
Waffle House employee?
I don't want to.
She get like a back alley
Typical
job or something.
Yeah, totally. Yeah, no, she's definitely sporting some tits, but like, but she's just all kinds of like Versace leather.
Been in the sun too long. Huh?
Yeah,
Party too hard.
she likes long walks on the
Yeah, she said the beach.
All right, so
So let us be rid of this dank place for hopefully even danker places.
go ahead and I guess it's about time you guys start moving some minis around.
Well, it's all the way over there.
Yeah.
I'm not taking the lead, so
I'll take the lead.
yeah.
Figure out your formation.
guessing-
Where were you guys
Headed.
I am
Going
center
to
back line.
this area to
I think we're headed
charge
down.
it.
Yeah, we're.
Well, there's no exit to this room other than that one, so
Yeah.
we gotta
So
go
that's
that way.
where we go.
All right. Are you guys switching out any NPCs or anything too?
No.
We can
I
just
think
see
we're
that happened in the hour.
we're keeping Dutch. I figure.
Keeping Dutch?
Yeah.
I'm assuming the 3 minions are gone? They poof?
No, they
Vince?
actually stick around until he summons another one. If he chooses to summon, well, actually he can't summon more of them until they are either dismissed.
They're with me, right?
Yeah. They can't disappear until they are dismissed or they.
Why would I
I'm gonna
dismiss
put
it?
this one.
Huh?
Why would I dismiss it?
Because let's say you lose one of them, but you want another
behind
3.
Oh,
And then must be like that, probably.
Yeah, I should be middle of pack.
That's exactly what I was thinking.
Yeah, back line of.
yeah, you're the most vulnerable guy, right?
This bird doesn't exist right now.
No, what horse
I am the
does?
most easily
bird is not
grabbed
summoned.
by unseen hands, dragged back into the darkness, and then spiked into the end zone.
All right, we got our whole little triangle delta maneuver right here.
Have you seen?
Attack formation.
Well, Dutch able to charge that entryway?
You can try, or you can have
Gundam.
Dutch try doing
That's what
something.
I'm saying.
That's right. Dutch actually has
Put
the
another
ability
movie
to
out for my
mold
wife.
Earth.
So just
So what he's going to be able to do
Wait for
is
this
he's
roll.
going to go ahead and he's going to wait, hold on, let me go see where. When you guys get right up to that wall, Dutch projects a map from a single eye. Then, after studying it for a moment, hooray! Flesh bag friends! We are in proximity to Tunnel B2. Thank you for pointing out the weakness in the wall we have passed. He motions to Venger. Hello! You see, we
Excuse
are
me?
coming from A3 and how it splits from the Fallen Star Tunnel. So, this puts us close to the star glass ore vein of 53. If there is still,
Look at me. Look into my eyes. Look into me. I don't care.
Just make a goddamn hole.
he's like, you see, Dutch like nods and goes like, objective achieved, and then he goes over to the thing. He starts like casting mold earth like repeatedly to the point that you just see it's like kind of like it's just like wood and things like that used to be shoring and stuff, and the motions for use
Bulldozer.
for
number 4.
Mr. For excuse me, Madame Yukjuk,
Brother.
Brother Yukjuk. Yeah.
Comrade Yukjuk.
Did I push it out of the way?
Yeah.
Yep.
Rockin' storm.
I like to think of it as like a pixel game thing where like Blaze goes like whoop 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 and then disappears.
Make the
Like Wreck-It
little
Ralph
hole.
style.
There you
I
go.
don't know if I can say that.
I don't know if that's right, but
Danger.
So you just need to remove that one.
get it.
Yeah, there you go. Perfect. That creates the right idea. Cool. Now with a huge, heavy explosion, you just charges through the remaining debris.
I take out my hooded lantern. as
Okay,
well.
you take out your hooded lantern. What you looking for?
I'm just looking.
Okay, just looking. Yeah, you have line of sight down that little hallway.
I roll a perception.
Okay.
4.
Well, you're practically staying down some mining cart track, so you know that this used to be an actual like tunnel. You know, according to your little robot friend here, talked about it being tunnel B2. So that gives you, I guess, a frame of reference if you're calling down people to, you know.
Calm down there,
That all that went over Juke's head though.
Okay.
So
yeah.
I don't pay attention
you
to
guys you guys actually enter there and well, at least Juke does. What do the rest of you guys do?
We all enter.
Yeah, I think I definitely want to get a sight of what's coming because.
All right.
Now there's like a cone of light aiming down the tunnel from Juke's.
You gotta move down, Father. We gotta get
Cast dancing lights.
I don't care. I'm a goblin.
Oh yeah.
I cast dancing lights. Prepare for the sound effects.
And some of y'all should roll perceptions as we walk down.
Perceptions.
I'm gonna.
For what though? You need to. I mean,
gotta
the
make
only
room.
person I'm gonna get allowed to just simply perceive the room is gonna be John, just because he's a
For
new
traps,
player.
for creatures,
Okay,
for any of that kind of stuff.
So, hidden traps for creatures.
would like to
everyone go
detect
ahead and
Cade.
roll something. And by the way, there are totally hidden things. They're all over the place.
Who's rolling?
Everyone. Roll.
Wait, roll the big
Maybe
guy?
not in this room.
Okay, whoever gets to. What is that?
Looks like a 13.
13. Yeah,
Plus
13.
Not even bothering. I'm like, yep. Found cave.
Perception. 0. So 13.
Well, after lighting up the room,
13.
I assume you don't.
I
see
got no
present.
perception at all. Jesus.
Yeah, much.
You got some, I think.
No, I got 0.
Oh, you got 0?
21.
You got 21. Okay, so yeah, when you look around,
When you're high, you don't get any perception.
You can see where the tracks used to go, and it seems to be going forward. You don't see anything kind of jumping out at you other than some minor ore deposits here and there. Yeah, it looks safe. You don't see any cracks or anything like hissing with gas or anything like that. Yeah, as far as you can see, everything looks pretty safe to you.
Okay.
I would like to stop and listen at the intersection because this whole chamber seems PvE enabled.
What?
Anyway.
Yeah, so this guy, the Chidian here can say that it looks clear, guys.
As far as I can tell, it looks clear, but I don't know which way we wish to go.
I'm letting you guys interact with each
We
other
can
here.
see this. We can see this archway across
Yes,
the way, right?
well, you can. Everyone else is gonna have trouble looking over.
Wait, he's got that. He's got that.
Shoulders.
Whatever you call
we
it.
don't see anything presently, though.
You
even
could
though I lit
look
up the
through
room,
all
I'm
that,
seeing
right?
here.
That thing you got.
Because I lit up the room, we're not seeing anything presently.
That thing you got at the last. You finally
you're not
decided
seeing
to get
anything-
it.
Okay.
Oh, the
Guys,
lance.
shall we
Something
Talk
lance.
over each other.
Sorry.
That wouldn't help.
Oh.
Okay.
Shall we proceed further into the room, gentlemen?
Yes,
We're only in the
let's.
hallway. Let's do it. Okay.
Okay, yeah. Move your minis.
I'm a
Decide where you want to put Dutch too.
Where do you want to go? Do you
I
want
want to go down here this way.
Yeah, let's go this way.
I'm a gentleman.
Put, I mean,
let's say- let's
Ruffin,
go
wherever he's
here
moving
first.
you.
Let's start here,
Tell,
and then we
say
can-
where you want
Hold on.
to roll for things. Say where. you
Yeah,
want.
I want to perceive for aforementioned things like hidden things, traps, creatures, noise, smell, all that kind of
Okay. Okay. So roll again.
stuff. Okay, I'm gonna land right here. As I'm walking, I'm gonna
Okay.
roll.
It's gonna be hard to.
And Vengerendriel, you're relying on the senses of your brutish Chidian.
Anybody else can do a roll as
I
well.
can do it as well if you'd like.
Yeah.
So what
I have
I'm
good
gonna say
perception.
is that anytime we're like rolling for things, if it's not some big thing that like everyone should be perceiving,
You have to specify.
I'm gonna people have to specifically say that they're gonna roll for something, and I'm gonna put a limit onto 2 people rolling for it.
Sure.
You know.
Okay.
And you could either choose to give one of you guys advantage, or you could both roll separately.
Oh, you son
on the
of a
same
bitch.
thing, right? On
Yeah.
the same
Yeah.
terms of
A
searching.
fucking fly just suicided into my
juice?
juice.
Yeah. What do we say?
Into my Luis. He's just bathing in it.
Then can we?
No, it's no. I'm not gonna drink that after.
Well, I still want to get the fly out.
Oh great, I can't drink my poo juice. My poopy juice. Also, let me see what my perception is.
No,
Oh, never mind, it's 0. I suck ass. So I leave it to you, bud.
Oh, so I'll take advantage on it
You
then.
want my juice?
Well, you need to specify next time if you're gonna be giving him advantage or if you're rolling your own. Thing.
Oh, I'll give you advantage.
All right.
Okay.
That's fine.
Yeah. So this time it's sliding.
Well, I rolled a 7 before. This time there's 10 total. This time it is 15.
15. Okay, so
in.
yeah, you honestly you kind of just smell like a little bit of like moisture in the air, but nothing too frightening. It's just kind of deep dirt, you know, and nothing's really striking you, you know, as you know something that should be worrisome.
Something about this corridor, though. Well, the one that we're in. I'm just saying that it's.
the hall you're in.
I'm not sure how spatially aware my character would be, but
Roleplay. All of you guys should be role playing.
my keen sense of tunnels tells me that I find this whole situation very suspicious. Why is it so narrow here? Everything else had a lot of chambers shooting off of it.
It is a mine. It is narrow at times. Fuck it. I don't give a shit. I go left or right usually.
You juke, listen. I know what to do.
I fly.
There he goes.
Oh boy.
Leroy Jenkins.
What's the height of
Okay, so the ceiling is going to be about 25 feet.
Okay, I go up 10.
And look at that monster right there. The fly that came out of your juice. I go here, roll another perception as I
Drop
go.
a fireball right.
Okay.
wherever
Oh,
the
so
fly
right
is.
there. All right.
Destroy
Roll
it.
perception.
Again, it's just looking for.
But
You did big roll, big roll.
Yeah. Anyone want to roll with
And
me,
it's-
or am I rolling with advantage?
I still want to find
I
out.
wanna roll.
Well, somebody else has to roll.
Can I roll?
He wants to roll as well.
Okay, yeah. So, but get it over next.
You have to
so
go
that
with-
You're
Nobody's
helping
near
me,
you.
giving
You have to
an
move with me.
Yeah.
Oh,
you
where
gotta
am I?
assist.
Is this me, right?
That's me.
Nope.
No.
Oh, wait, I know what I look like.
You're right there.
It is
Yeah, the bow. There you go.
And then I'm
Oh,
assuming,
don't forget about your.
assuming your
bodyguard.
dudes follow you, right?
Where is she?
All of them. All the four of
this-
those.
Oh, yep.
And wait a second, she's ahead of me.
And then those other three. And bring them to you. All right.
All right.
All right.
They got the whole
Well, I
squad.
want to take a practice shot first.
Practice.
I gestured
Good choice, because that was a
I
one.
gestured
Yeah.
towards the point to come closer to me into
This
the
the
bigger
real
part of
one?
the
Here,
room.
one more
Do you want
practice.
to?
One more practice.
Okay,
I love
now I'm
your
ready.
understanding of probability, Dad.
I want to make sure. I think we've missed something.
Shit.
7.
Come and say that to me.
Plus 0.
Oh, I guess it was the last practice roll. That's it.
20. No, 19.
19. Okay.
you're
Yeah, so
pointing at me.
actually,
Yeah. Sorry. I'm doing it too now.
yeah, so you rolled a 19.
Yes.
All right, so actually what you.
We don't combine our number right now?
No. This guy.
I wish.
Okay, so yeah, so you actually kind of hear some clinking and clanking. You know, it's like chink, chink, chink,
Let's go through the wall.
and you hear. I mean,
Coming
like,
down this corridor.
yeah, from that corridor, somewhere down at the end there. You're not exactly. I mean, you don't see anything. You know, but like and like. Since you're elevated higher than the door frame,
Can't really
you
see.
can't. All you see is just right in front of that door frame. Or that shoring. So yeah, you don't see anything, but you hear something.
Shh, Lobo. There is something down there. I am not sure. It sounds like a tink tinkle on the
Listen, Vanessa.
through the hallways. Said Vanessa. That's a good introduction, isn't it? No.
And you see Vanessa comes over and say, "What do you want, sweetheart?"
No, don't worry, Melanie Human. I will go.
Or we can send one of the other guys. One of those things.
Yuk is not afraid.
So all
Grubsters.
of your ruffians, they all follow the same orders when you give them. So like,
Oh, you only can't send one. You got to send them all.
yeah, you got to send them
Yeah,
all.
okay, got it.
Now, a lot of actions are happening without us being able to act and possibly either close up the group or not do that at all.
Yeah. Actually, yeah. Here, let's
So-
go ahead and cut to these two
Sure.
characters, and then like either role play with Dutch so he can interact, or
Well, we're going to have a conversation in front of Dutch, and if he'd like to interject,
sure.
he's more than welcome to.
I'm just
go for it.
Yes, I've come all the way back. What?
I feel as though we've missed something.
Elaborate, Goblin.
It's narrow here. It opens up here and it opens up there, but it's narrow here.
Let me ask you this. Is there any sort of way we could use to measure if there's any kind of openings beyond these walls? Dutch? Anything?
And this,
You see Dutch swivels his head over to you, and then
This
you
is
see
Dutch,
his little.
No,
he's right there. He's right there.
He's
Yeah.
not with us.
Okay, so his little green eyes get suddenly turn red, and then you see he's gonna do the like scanning motion on the walls, right? And he's gonna roll for his perception. Detected nothing.
that's okay. I don't expect you to have the same. Je ne sais whatever. That's the cave folk like myself might have. And I go up to the wall, and I'm just gonna.
You detect nothing.
This
You
is
detect
where.
the taste of dirt.
Are you familiar with the
Delicious.
hand on? Are you familiar with the hand on wall method?
The hand on a wall method?
It's
Is that like stud finding?
no, it's made
Right here. No,
He got him.
further.
It's
There better be a ding sound effect on wink.
Now let Scott talk.
it's a maze solving strategy, you know, just where you just literally keep one hand connected to the wall.
Oh, yeah. No, I know. Yeah.
I'm gonna do that, but with my tongue.
Lovely.
And I'm just gonna
All the parasites.
and I'm just gonna backtrack all the way. just
up
very
to where?
quickly. I'm just gonna be like,
Lift the wall.
Okay, so you're going to be gone for how many minutes?
it's
So
not.
then the
gonna be
other
minutes.
people can do
I'm
their
doing
things.
it fast, but I'm not doing.
Okay.
I'm
So
doing,
you're
I'm
running
like,
with your tongue dragging along the wall.
stopping a moment to go.
Okay.
Anyway,
How long does it take?
That's a lot of wall.
I'm gonna say it's gonna take like 40 seconds.
Okay.
Really?
Okay, so you. Okay,
Yeah.
so in
I'm
the
just-
meantime, okay, so while that's going on, Venger, what you doing? You just saw this goblin just take off with his with her
licking
tongue
walls.
against the wall, running into the darkness.
I'm going to holler. I don't know if I would take such extreme measures to measure just because of the girth of this hallway. And then kind of, oh god. And then kind of, well, I guess Venger will wait to hear back on the report of this.
Tonguing the girth.
And then, but he'll turn. Well, Venger will turn to Dutch and say, "Are you sure both sides of this narrow section of this cave don't have any openings anywhere behind them? You're pretty confident."
Dutch, like, once again projects the map, you know, and says, if I wasn't cut off earlier, I would express to you that we are very close to the ore vein of 53. You know, and then he points down the tunnel, not like at the walls.
Down which?
Yeah, so,
Yeah.
so Dutch comes
did I
over
get myself
and
into?
he points like down that hallway through the
Right.
doorway,
That
like
we
going
can
down that way.
initially
Yep.
see, yeah. Do I come up with any discoveries?
No. Except for the taste of the wall.
Yeah, you found several different kinds
so
of
many
mold.
flavors. So many flavors.
Not
little
that
Hey, Willy Wonka.
Not that I doubt the acuity of your tongue. I think it may be best if we press forward.
Everlasting ore stopper.
Yeah. Press forward
Yeah.
into the wall.
I kind of fidget, then I kick a rock, and then I just walk back towards the. Yeah.
All right.
So I'm-
I continue on.
Okay.
Well, let's do a quick move here,
Unless y'all are.
before you start going.
Are you coming?
Oh, wait, hold on. Only one of you guys get, so then
no,
you don't block
no,
the cameras at the same time.
Well, we're just doing a movement.
Yeah, go ahead. Go
You
ahead.
do. You do it first. Yep.
Yeah, you do it first, and then.
I don't think we're making it all the way back in time for this, are we?
Well, we've decided to move.
I assumed
as a
that
group.
this would put me like a step behind.
We are kind of basically having
They were having
a
conversation.
Yeah.
small
Oh, don't
conversation
forget
about the
horse.
noise, and I
Unless,
was listening.
Hey, don't forget horse.
Where horse? Oh,
Put horse right behind you, right there. There you go. Boom.
nay.
Yeah, so,
May I say something first, real quick?
Of course.
As we arrive,
I'm saying, okay, I'm about to go. You stay, Vanessa. I will check it out. I'm not
too.
afraid.
Thank you.
I understand that you're a very headstrong individual. But listen to me when I say this. We are deep in almost unknown caverns. Do not leave the group behind, or we will all die together. Do you understand that?
keep following me, and it'll be all right. Yeah. Then we'll be together.
little pad.
I don't have any idea of the mechanics, but I just want to run all the way back here and run head first in the wall, and just you feel like my soul.
I can do that again if you wish.
Anyway.
Okay, I think I understand. I will be a little slower, but come on, we have a job to do. Let us go.
And I fly down a little bit,
And fly.
Yeah, by the way, this whole conversation with the chicken wings going is like,
Fly
what?
through the-
Oh, yeah, go down to the tunnel and.
By the way, we should be quiet as I'm making all this noise. Because there's a Tink Tinkle down the hallway.
Is he still flying? You gotta put him up?
I fly underneath and then
And you go back
fly
up again?
back up.
Ghost miners.
So remember that if you're ever flying back up, you're only going to get that angle looking through the next doorway.
For sure. Okay, well, I don't go that high up. I just go 5 feet up.
There you go. Just off the ground, enough to not attract
To really confuse,
tremor sense creatures.
To really confuse the hell out of tremor sense creatures. Why do I feel ticklish?
Go to right about there, and I do the same, trying to survey.
Perception, right?
Perception roll.
You got your hooded lantern,
I
right?
do have my
Yep,
hooded
okay.
lantern. That is a 12.
A 12, okay.
Or I'm just me, so I just
You're practicing.
Okay, yeah. So as you're shining your hooded lantern through there, you're not really, you don't see anything. It looks like an empty room, but that noise has gotten louder. That tinking and clanging, and you notice that there's like these little tiny specks coming from the ceiling.
He's coming
kinda
through the
coming down,
ceiling.
and you're seeing like tink 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 tink.
I flutter back
Like they're dropping.
Okay.
into the party. I'm like,
And move as many back to the group.
thank you.
There you go. All right.
My Bathmore humans. There is something on the ceiling in the next room. Do we want to continue or not? I do not know meta-wise that it ends, right? Or do I? I do not know that it ends here meta-wise.
From your, you would
I have a
see the wall,
60-foot
but
lantern.
yeah, but the thing is that you did not enter the room.
Sure.
So what you saw was the back wall.
I did see the.
Yeah, you saw
but
the
I
back
didn't see the
wall, but
size.
you didn't go into the room, so you
fair.
don't even know.
So I don't know. Okay, good. I don't want to. I don't want to work on.
I don't wanna know.
meta knowledge. So
I think we go back.
I don't know what's to the left or the right, but we could see. We could go. We could lick walls if you wish.
Are we voting?
Their tongue.
Well, I'm interested in knowing more. Your description left much to be desired.
Yes, there were bits of things dripping or dropping from the ceiling, and then that
Pretty much looks like sand or dirt.
Something coming through.
Maybe gemstones, who knows? But that carried a little tinkle.
Your bird creature knows.
My.
I'm saying there are ways to test.
Okay.
If it has a statistical effect, we might find out what.
Oh.
I will do as one does, and open my coat.
Have
Select a
a fiery
Pokeball.
bird in your clothing.
I always keep it in my clothing, Guido.
Turn
It flies out of my coat as it does every time because it's magic. Ooh.
Open my coat, select my Pokeball, turn my cat backwards.
Yeah. Well, it's a illusory fire unless it dies. So.
Exactly. So it pops out, and then I turn to the group and I just go, shall we? And then I just kind of direct the bird mentally to kind of go,
Science time.
start flying through this area.
Pause your miniature when you want to roll for something.
What am I rolling for?
Perception
You tell me.
or whatever.
Currently, we're having it pass through
First of
and
all-
seeing what happens.
First of all, I'll stop in the first room, do a little perception.
Okay. Go for it. What'd you get?
6.
Looks like a room.
Got it. And is there anything tinkling?
Yeah, but you could hear it from the room you're currently in. But
Okay.
yeah.
Okay, then I will have it proceed into the just the beginning of the next room, and then kind of look again, see if there's anything of note. 19.
Nice.
It got louder, and what you can tell is that you see that there's some dust coming from the ceiling because you're looking through your familiar's eyes, right? Yeah. So looking through your familiar's eyes, you're seeing that there's dust falling from the ceiling and stuff. You're hearing this loud tinking, clanking, and all this other stuff. And you see that there's some shoring there. It looks like it's a closed-off room. Looks like this was originally something that somebody had mined out this area. But this sound is not coming from inside this room. It's actually coming from one of these walls. One of these walls, there must be something on the other side of it.
I'm describing this word for word as I see it. So I will. I will report this.
You
to
got to
the
go
group.
and lick that wall.
I assume Doink will make that sound.
Stand back, rolls up sleeves, rolls out tongue.
I tell the group what I see and I say, how shall we proceed?
I can't say it. I'm not rational enough to know what it is.
So you as a cave goblin, if you were to try to do a perception check of, like, let's say what is going on in that room, I would give you advantage for that, just because this is your natural this is your natural environment, and if you're gonna assess something that is to your natural environment, I'd give you advantage to it.
Hey, folk, go.
But hey, you perceive the room, it looks safe, so you got that.
Doink, you have been a great colleague on this adventure. Not doing that again.
And then we get attacked by 7
Doink, you have been a great colleague of this party. Now proceed into the hallway and check it out before we go in.
Yeah, okay.
Okay, move your mini.
Lick the wall.
Do your thing.
I'm getting there.
I follow. I follow.
Okay.
Okay.
Yep. As you definitely
Actually, you should move me too.
All the way in?
Yeah. All the way? No. There's the doorway there.
I'm gonna go too.
Everyone's going?
Everyone's going.
Everyone's going.
You're going in? You're going in?
We're going deep.
Going in.
I'll go with you then.
I'm going in.
We die together.
You want to move me too?
Okay, I got it.
We fly together.
At this point, I raise up.
Another 5 feet.
And then
It's coming through the ceiling, though.
I guess everyone's going, right?
Yep. I guess so. Everyone's coming in there.
I mean,
Yeah. So.
it's a good place for us not all to be trapped when the cave-in happens.
Actually, maybe
What?
some people should stand on the other side of the.
Good thing that Miss Madame Doink is right next to the shoring.
Yeah, I was first thing I was gonna do was inspect the shoring.
Inspect the shoring.
I'm gonna kick it.
A little bit more dust comes from the ceiling.
It crumbles.
How
Like the piece of sand that it was.
You see termites.
how is the shoring?
It was just a sand castle.
Roll.
Okay.
Nice.
It's 17.
It
Maybe if
looks
you have
like
skill.
This is like old ass shoring that has stood up to the the sands of time, and this thing is looking in very good shape. Whoever set this up knew what the fuck they were doing.
Okay, yeah, okay.
I try.
Treated wood and everything.
I try to discern exactly where the.
Yeah, go for it. Yep. And then, hey, do you want to add your? Do you want to roll separately, but you already have advantage? So that way he has a flat roll, you get an advantage
I have
roll.
a theory on
Yeah.
it, so
Yeah.
I don't, anyway.
13.
Okay.
Wait, you.
That's cracked die.
Yeah, that's
Reroll that.
Looks like this guy's leading the show again.
Yeah,
Okay.
no,
So yeah, so when you're going to go check out the wall, some dust falls right in your eyes, Doink. So you're not and then while you're there and Juke is checking out the wall, but wait, are you doing this while flying?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna give you disadvantage because you're making everyone's inspecting a noise, right?
Oh, okay.
You're making a loud buzzing.
Fine. Then
noise.
if I realize
It's
that,
on the
then I
outside
would land.
Okay, yeah, then you land. Yep. You have your hooded lantern, right? You're checking out. Go up to the wall that you're checking out.
Which I'm trying to discern where it is. So
Okay, it sounds like it's coming kind of close to the shoring, somewhere around there.
Yeah.
around here, here.
Yeah.
There, right there.
Here?
Yep, sure. Put it right there. Yeah, and you get. It sounds like something is happening. like when you put your heavy claw up against the wall, right?
I don't push too hard.
Yeah. You feel like the slightest of vibrations. You know that it's and every time you're hearing that clinking and stuff, you can probably discern that it's probably someone's mining like their way towards you guys.
Interesting. Okay. I go over to the group. I'm like, it sounds like someone's maybe having a pickaxe on the other side of the wall.
Like something's breaking in.
So, you know, like I don't know if you guys want to go
This
ahead
is where it's
and
up to you.
talk to Dutch to check in with Helga if there is one of your guys' mining crews around. Like, is that what's going on, or you know?
I was gonna ask Dutch what their opinion is.
Breaker.
So I go ahead and do that. I don't know enough about
Should I put Dutch in there?
the
Yeah,
mining
you could
crews
have
and
put Dutch in
whatnot.
there.
Yeah.
All right, so
Dutch, come, get over here, please. Human robot.
okay, yeah. So
Spherical.
Dutch looks at you guys, and then you're asking. Dutch pauses for a moment. You know, you see his eye turns red, and he scans the wall. You know, and pretty much swivels his head back to you and says like, "Sounds like pickaxes."
This
you know?
is what I was guessing as well. Conehead, human.
Should I call Helga?
Yes.
Yes, I guess so.
So you see, he pulls out a communication stone, right? And you know, there's a little bit of some back and forth on this communication stone, you know, between him talking, and you guys obviously hear Helga's voice on the other end, and they're talking for a little bit, you know. And then she says like, "No, we don't have any mining crews up around there," you know. So, you know, so she's pretty much saying like, be on the ready, you know? So now here's what you guys have. You guys have options. You could either A, try to dig from your end to kind of meet the threat, potentially. You guys could try to set a trap.
That was what
You could try to call up Helga and have her set a trap. You know, and so that way you guys can move on.
You guys want the best trap. Leaving you here alone.
You guys.
You're in here with me.
Yeah, or you guys could like, if these guys are really actively trying to like get into this room, right? Maybe you know you guys look at your surroundings, hint shoring, you know, to potentially make that a much larger pain in the ass, you know. You have no idea exactly how long it's going to take for this, you know, for this incursion to occur.
Sure.
So this is Grimbles.
That's what I was
You
thinking.
don't know.
We don't know what it is.
It could be the cat. It could be the cat people. too.
But we're sure that it's not our people.
Not our people.
Because you just confirmed with the mining foreman that she does not have any scheduled teams that are working in that.
All right, guys. Well, how about I just leave a glyph of warding right in this room? Fireball.
We can do that.
But where would you want to, if that is your plan, where would you want to leave it exactly? Do you want to leave it actually on the wall, or do you want to leave it next to the shoring for when they come out?
Well, I was gonna say I'd probably just put it on the ground near the shoring so that whenever they get even close to the shoring, just go, and then like the shoring goes down and they all die in a horrible wreck of fire and death.
That sounds good.
Okay.
I almost.
At what level do you want to cast that? Well, hold on. I want you guys to talk about what you guys are actually going to do.
I think we need to. I mean, if we want to do maximum damage, we have to make sure that there's enough of them in the chamber. I was thinking something a little more pinnable on a natural disaster to maybe, if they don't know they're tunneling at us, that they still won't know because it'll look like a more of a natural accident. Something like we just load this place up with water or something.
Well, we
and flood
could,
them.
as our compatriot here says, we could ask Helga, who could probably set up a pretty good natural-looking trap here. I think that might be a good idea.
I mean, like, whatever you guys want to do, you know, keep in mind that they are coming from somewhere, which means that there's also the potential of you going through new tunnels this way too. You know, so Up to you guys. You
Turn
guys
one
want to have a turf war?
I think the fire is better. He'll save the tunnel.
I prefer just to kill all of them.
Yeah, but they also save the tunnel, which is if they're coming through, you use their tunnel.
How about we kill them all and then
How about
make the bodies go away?
How about
And
I use
deny
invisibility,
encountering them.
stand in the room till they get in, record each of their faces and descriptions so I can find their family, kill all of their children, and then call it a day. How about that,
I
guys?
thought this would be more laissez
More of a mafia thing to do.
I feel like maybe we could actually open negotiations and hire them instead, but that's yeah, okay. Killing their children's another
Kill
one.
children! Higher! Kill children!
Like,
Higher. No. That is not. I will spare your child. No.
yeah, okay, all right.
This is our mode of doing countercontract.
Is that
That's
that an option?
bad idea.
I'm saying,
Is that an option to
how about
hire them?
when they break through?
Is that an option to hire 'em?
It all depends on how diplomatic you guys can be.
You know what?
I mean,
I like that. I like that idea. Doink, I think you're onto something.
Oh, there's no way I would have come up with that in character. I would have been like, and we bite their ankles. But no.
Well, maybe you pipe up saying maybe if we pay them enough, they'll go away, and then that makes a thought appear in my head of something about paying them, and then they come work.
Yeah.
okay, let's have the in-character conversation.
My character wouldn't have the idea that I just had.
Okay, so in-character conversation, you guys. What are you guys gonna do?
Let's go back to the fire, blow them up,
A paint bucket on a string.
and then you save
and models on the stairs.
whatever they're coming through. You create a new cavern,
Yeah.
access to a new cavern, right?
Potentially.
Well, the thing is that if he, let's say, sets off a glyph of warning, right? That's like a fireball explosion. That's gonna take out the shoring and is gonna like.
Oh, I didn't think that. I thought the fireball was strictly
It's
for
not. It's not
for
just.
people.
It's explosion.
Big explosion.
Oh, okay. So let's hire these guys.
Do we still? What an excellent idea! I never thought of that.
Yeah, Vanessa's like, wow.
That sounds like a wonderful idea.
I heard it from
Absolutely
I think I heard it from a goblin.
So in here we just have we're gonna set up a lovely sitting room with a rug, some fire.
We've gotta have a desk.
And right on the end table is a big bag of bribe money, and they'll say, welcome as soon as they break in.
Employment contracts.
You know what? I think
Anyway.
that is a lovely idea. I'm gonna call. Do we still have that communications going with Helga over?
An HR guy.
Sure.
We need an HR.
I'm gonna kind of just say, Helga, what are the chances that we would be able to actually recruit this team to ours? Almost like Grimble and the other companies like to do to us. I think it's our turn to turn the tables.
Well, so you would talk with Helga, and stuff, and she would tell you that that's more of a Regal Acquisitions Incorporated tactic, is to take other miners with newer contracts and stuff, because they
Sounds
have,
like a
they
mob
have the
thing.
money and the funds to do that kind of stuff, right? Grimble's union is like primarily consisting of like thugs and stuff like that love to steal from other companies and stuff. And then if you're dealing with, let's say, clawstone mining, whoever's up, then that would be probably a bunch of slaves with the explosive collars around their neck, that are gonna come out and like, I don't think that they can negotiate anything.
Well,
and then you finally have the dwarves, right? And the dwarves are stubborn as fuck, and they really just kind of want to take back their like lands,
So there's no options here then.
So
Here's what I think.
But I mean, it is possible.
I have an idea.
We've got swords.
I think the strategy, just one that I came up with, could be wrong. Maybe we have the entire team wait outside. I will use invisibility, stand in the corner of the room, wait for them to enter, see to which mining faction they belong. If they're one we can recruit, I will turn off my invisibility and attempt to recruit them. If they are not someone we can recruit, we will slaughter all of them
With fire.
and eat them. Except not the eating part.
No, he can do that. I can do that.
That was just for effect.
Take care of more sandwiches.
I still like the idea of just being immediately extending our hands in welcome, and then if they turn out just not to be not to be amicable to it, then we just fight them.
Oh, I'm sorry.
I think I like that invisible and nobody gets hurt.
I don't like the idea of our ambassador just being like, oh, good, it's you, popping out of nowhere behind them and then getting shot.
If anyone's gotten shot.
I mean, also, like, from what you guys have heard, right? From what you guys have heard about this town, you know, underground in these mining things, it's called like the underwar. You know, like these guys are actively killing each other underground. Like murder is legal in the tunnels. You know,
I have no problem with murder. I do it all the time.
But I'm giving you, I'm giving you like an idea of the mind space of these people. You know, when everyone's battling over resources.
Yeah.
You know,
but they know it and we know it, and I think if they're smart, that's like maybe we forget we saw each other and go our own ways. Well, we don't have to kill each other.
Yeah, I doubt that. It's still, listen, the other half of why I'd be in here alone with invisibility is if they do turn out to be bad, I will cause a self-nuclear explosion, and then you guys can run in and kill all of them. If I don't kill all of them in the first thing.
Also, you guys can reinforce the wall so they just can't come through and you guys can move on with your journey.
No, I prefer to kill them.
All right.
Extreme blood loss.
I gotta take the dog.
Blood for the blood gods. Skulls for the skull throne.
I'm gonna immediately start baking them a bribery pie. I don't know.
Do we want to have our first smoke break?
Smoke break!